should be done before the kickoff to that carnival. But there will be, I think, some shower activity for some of us in the coastal bend right now. That sky is starting to get filled up with clouds. Right now, upper level clouds, you see them looking thin and wispy, but there's a lot more of them compared to yesterday. 88 degrees out right now, an east wind at 15 miles per hour. And that cloud coverage, you see it streaming in from the south and west. That's going to be where our rain chances come in from. So the state, for the most part, fairly quiet. There's rain over New Mexico and Mexico. We're going to see that come in around that same feature we've been talking about all week, this upper level energy. It's now diving to the south and around the southern part of it. You see these little blues that are popping up right over Mexico. That's going to be some of the shower activity that moves in to South Texas here tomorrow morning. It's not going to be widespread. I do, though, think we're going to have just some patchy areas of rain to deal with. Not a whole lot in the morning at 7 o'clock, but as the day progresses, we will see, and mainly in the southern half of the viewing area, those areas of showers, maybe an isolated thunderstorm. This is 4:30 tomorrow. Again, coverage not terribly impressive, but enough to warrant the mention, at least for the rain. By the time we see the sun go down, we should also see the rain chances go down. So Friday night football games, first Friday art walk tomorrow, all happening. I think those events are going to be a-okay with respect to the weather. Some locations could pick up around 1/10 of an inch. I don't think we see over an inch anywhere, but again, there will be some small rainfall accumulation tomorrow with the widely scattered activity. That lingers into early Saturday morning, and then we're done with the rain chances. This front will come in on the weekend, but it's not going to push through. It's going to stall in south central Texas. It's not going to do much for temperature or humidity, but it will keep us in the upper 80s here on Saturday, maybe a little northeasterly wind shift. That then retreats to the north, and this high slowly drifts off to the east, and that placement's going to put us in to that southeasterly flow, and that's going to up the humidity levels here. So remember, that front not really going to do a whole lot to temperatures. We'll see 87 Friday with the extra clouds and rain around, but then up near 90 for the weekend. We stay close to that into next week with overnight lows in the upper 70s, and the humidity levels next week by Tuesday, Wednesday, they're going to be edging up closer to near summertime levels. So we are going to get more humid into next week. Tropics are somewhat quiet, no named storms, but we now have what's being called potential tropical cyclone 13. This was Invest 91L. It's very close to South America. It's probably not going to strengthen a whole lot while it's close to South America, but once it gets over the Caribbean, that's when we'll see some intensification, maybe up to a hurricane en route to Nicaragua, and then falling apart over Central America. There is an outside chance that some of the remnants get into the Bay of Campeche next week. Not really worried about that from a threat point of view in Texas, but that'll be just something to keep an eye on heading into next week. Tonight, 72, more clouds, a stray shower overnight, east to northeast wind, 4 to 8 miles per hour. Tomorrow, 87 with some patchy rain, mostly cloudy otherwise, and warm. East breeze, 6 to 12 miles per hour. If you're out on the water, there will be some showers to contend with, not a whole lot, otherwise smooth on the waters with 1 to 2 foot waves in the nearshore Gulf of Mexico. And over the next 7, again, a mix of sun and clouds for the weekend, highs near 90. We stay that way into early next week with rising humidity levels by the middle of next week. Mike?
All right, thank you for that, Al.